Okay, so I'm going to talk about index sequential access. This is question 6b I'm going to go through, and it's from summer 2010, paper 1. Okay, so don't really need to go through this intro to the question, so we'll concentrate here. Each customer has a unique 7-digit account number which is issued as a key field. Alright, so it needs to be unique to be a key field, obviously. Describe, with the aid of a diagram, so we're going to draw this out for 4 marks, an indexing system which could be used to allow indexed sequential access to the file. Okay, so we're going to think about a possible way of using these 7 digits. Alright, so to start with, I am just going to draw out the columns and we can start thinking about this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, well actually, the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Okay, so imagine we've got an empty file so far. The first number, the first index number that we will use is probably going to look like this. 1. Right, the first record obviously is going to be 1. The 10th record will look like this with all zeros, then 100, then 1000, and so on. Okay, but we wish to have some sort of system for indexing, right? And we're supposed to illustrate that. So what do I mean by that? Well, we might, or we could, use the first digit as part of that system, then digits 2, 3, and 4, and then finally the last few digits, 4, 5, 6. Alright, now like we said, the first record that we will save on here will be record 1. Okay, now it's not until we get to 999 that we're going to need to start thinking about moving on to this section as well. Right, so our 1000th record would look like this. 3 zeros from this section and 001 from this section, obviously 0 at the start. Okay, so how are we going to represent this as an indexing system to get out all of our 4 marks? Well, like we said, the first record is going to be first record is going to be, we would have first record, or the first digit. Then we've got digits 2, 3, 4, and digits 5, 6, 7 over here. The first record that we're going to put in is going to have base index of 0, okay, and then following that we're going to have the next 3 is 0 and the next 3 is 0, or 0, 0, 1. The first record would always be 0, 0. Okay. Finally, okay, this is an important bit. Questions don't always ask for this, but finally we need to just indicate that this record will be saved to data, not supposed to be a floppy disk. Okay, then here's how we can illustrate the steps through this system. Basically, we can have the next digit, which would be 1, leave a gap, and then we can say all the way to 999, like we talked about previously. Okay, then over here we can talk about the indexing for the third part. So again, that's going to be 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 2. Okay, all the way to 999. Okay. Once it gets to 1000, then that's going to be our first base index of 1. Okay, and that will be linked to here. Okay, again in this column we would continue all the way to 9 in this case, because we can't continue further than that without adding in the digit. Again, the colour, and the record here again would start from 0, from the 9, all the way up to, again, 999. Okay, so the biggest number we could possibly have is 9, 999, 999, and then going to the data file. Okay, I'll just show you the mark scheme for this before we finish, in case this doesn't make sense. We have one mark for an accurate diagram, okay, showing our system, right? So we've just chosen to do first digit or base digit, then 3 and 3. You don't have to do it like that necessarily, as long as you've got a system. So one mark for an accurate diagram, one mark for a use of a base index, so that could be 1 or 2 digits. One mark pointing to the second level, right, we did that. Index is shown to be sequential. We've done that because we started with 0 and then we worked all the way up to the maximum number of the first 3 before showing a 1 here. Next mark, we get a mark for the data block. Okay. Just before I finish, I'll show you the mark scheme for this. which is exactly the same. The only difference between this was that instead of just putting 3 digits here for 5, 6, 7 and 3 here for 2, 3, 4, they're actually rewriting all of the digits each time. So the whole 7 digits there, which might be a little bit more confusing to you. Right, so that is the answer as an illustration, and that is how your marks have been awarded for the question.